Help me ducks, it's Simon here. How's everybody doing? As soon as I hit record, the pinging starts for the messaging. It's the turn of the week. It's Wednesday and I have an exciting deck. I'm just going to light some incense. Really loving this one. This is one I picked up when I went to London. I was about to say last month, but it's actually the month before now because we're in October. I can't believe how quickly September flew by. The summer holiday and day trips and things I did feels like just a couple of weeks ago, which is good. Okay, we're good to go. So you may recall back at the end of July, I reviewed a couple of decks that were sent by Natasha via Cheryl at Oneness Emporium of the Aphrodite tarot, and there was an oracle deck with it as well. Well, this is the latest deck. It looks like it's got an extra with it as well. Amor's Major Arcana, Aphrodite Studios. But this is the Venus Morningstar Tarot by Aphrodite Studios, Natasha from Aphrodite Studios. And I was just blown away by the quality of the product when I reviewed the Aphrodite decks. If I remember, as well as the link to Cheryl's shop at Oneness Emporium, I'll put those walkthrough into the description as well. So if you haven't seen them, you can check them out. But Cheryl contacted me to say that Natasha was going to send these directly, and they've arrived today, which is great. Cheryl does have them up in her shop on Oneness Emporium. And I'm really loving the fact, we'll have a look at that in a minute, really loving the fact that Cheryl's getting more and more independently produced decks now, because the service that she offers over at Oneness Emporium on mass market decks is exceptional. It really is, the quality and presentation and everything. But with having Ethany and others on board, we're starting to get more independently produced decks as well. So, I will reference Cheryl's write-up on her shop because there's some really good information in this deck. You know, telling us some of the changes that are made to some of the majors and things like that. But firstly, it says Venus Morningstar Tarot. Venus Warmth of the Dawn. The Venus Morningstar Tarot is a curated fine art deck consisting of 78 cards that highlight the dynamic and mystical aspects of Venus as a morning star and light bringer. This deck features depictions of various deities associated with the light bringer Venus and the sun. Hence, the essence of this deck leans more towards being wise and daring, contrasting with our renowned romantic tarot of Aphrodite and musings of Aphrodite. That was the two decks that I reviewed in July, which, as I said, were just so beautiful. And then it says, even though each card is unique due to the curated fine art, it still has a cohesive character. Each image has been edited and enhanced to give it a user-friendly experience. The major arcana focus on the themes of the Lightbringer. We see images of Prometheus, as in the Emperor, Eos, the Dawn, Apollo, the Chariot, Aurora, Temperance and Judgment, and of course Venus as the star. And then I'll tell you a little bit about some of the changes as we go through. And the minor arcana are also themed. So on the back, it says highlighting the esoteric side of Venus as a light bringer. Let the warmth of Venus be your guide. The Venus Morningstar Tarot is a beautifully curated fine art deck that consists of 78 meticulously designed cards. This deck shines a spotlight on the dynamic and mystical aspects of Venus as a morning star and light bringer. It features stunning depictions of various deities associated with the light bringer, which the ones that I mentioned when I read from the website. So the packaging is really lovely. It's got a very nice, almost like a rose petal finish. In fact, it could be very, very close to it anyway. It's in this clamshell style box. On the inside here, it says, she beckons souls to rise and soar, to seek the light, to crave for more. Venus, the morning star, so bright, a symbol of hope, of endless light. It's beautiful, isn't it? And then we've got a little book. It's in black and white with each of the cards. So some of them has changed, as you can see here. For the hanged one position, for 12, we have stillness. Justice is at 11. We have fate for the wheel. We still have the hermit, strength, chariot, lovers. We have the ancient for the hierophant. I love that, ancient for hierophant. So yeah, so nice little book. It's around some blank pages, about 88 plus some blank pages for notes and things. So let's have a look at the deck. Oh, this is gorgeous. And they are renowned over at Aphrodite Studios 333 for the quality. This is rose petal on the inside. It's really, really good quality. And I'll bring the camera down just so we can have a close-up look at the deck. Okay, so look at this. We'll take the band off. So it is a matte finish deck. Really, really lovely, soft, smooth, matte finish. Gorgeous. It is gilded with gold edges, as you can see here. Lovely, nice yellow gold, which is perfect. There's no chips or blemishes or anything in this. This is really lovely. We have the title card here, Aphrodite Studios 333, the Venus Morningstar Tarot, which is the same as the cover on the box and on the book. And then we have the cards. I think they feel like a standard tarot size. So, oops. Yes, exactly the same size as a tarot, a US Games type tarot size. Don't want to get any shadows on the images because these are just beautiful. And one thing I love about Aphrodite Studios is just the quality of the work. We've got pre-Raphaelite, we have Renaissance art, just beautifully interwoven here. Cardstock is really nice as well. It's a nice deck. So we have the Dawn, which I like. You know, thinking of the theme, they do work within the theme. And when we think of the Fool and that start of a journey, and then we think of the light bringer here, you know, and the start of that is the dawn, isn't it? The start of the day when the light returns. So I think that's done really nice. We have our Magician card. Beautiful and powerful look. The Priestess rather than the High Priestess. Which is a beautiful image. We have our Empress. And the Emperor. Sure, there's lots of recognizable deities here from the Greek pantheon. So the Ancient for our Hierophant, I love that. Beautiful image as well. Here's our Lovers. I want to see what sort of info the book gives you, whether it's just a divinatory meaning. Yeah, so it gives you the source of the art, which is really good as well. So this is a curated deck, as I mentioned. But so, for instance, here it's Dean Cornwell, The Other Side from 1918. And you get an affirmation in keywords. So it gives you the number and title. You get a black and white thumbnail of the image. You get the artist, and then your affirmations and keywords. Okay. So our lovers, the Chariot. Isn't it exquisite? Oh, I love this Strength card. Look at that. I love the star design at the top of each card as well. Again, you could just tell that everything's been well thought out. Our Hermit, look at her. Oops. Beautiful. So we have Fate for our Wheel of Fortune, makes sense. And Justice here. She's blindfolded. It's very, it's almost like gossamer. Like chiffon or something. You could easily still see through that. Just trying to focus on her face, so it's blurring out other images. So you can have a close-up look at him, I'll blur out hers. Let's switch back. Okay. Stillness. Beautiful. A Death card. I have said many times before though, I mean there's a lot of death cards that have skulls and flowers. It's not my favourite really, but I guess, well, there's a lot of actually pre-Raphaelite art that you could use, but Temperance, beautiful. Here's our Devil with her snake. For the Tower, we have the Fallen, which is interesting, isn't it? Here we have the Star. Venus herself. The Moon. Beautiful image. Look at the Sun. Wow. Stunning. Judgment. And the World. Oh wow, look at that. Gorgeous. Okay, so then we have our minors, and the minor suits follow a theme. So here it says the one suit includes depictions of the sun god Apollo and Diosphorus, featured in the 6 of Wands, 8 of Wands, Page of Wands, and Knight of Wands. Additionally, Venus and her son Amor are illustrated in the 2 of Wands, 9 of Wands, and Queen of Wands. That explains why we have Amor's major arcana as well, which we'll look at next. So that's Venus's sun. So here is our ace. I love this. It's like the Olympic torch, isn't it? Which of course came from Greece. And then the 2 of Wands here, which has Amor's. The 3. Oh, the beautiful 4 of Wands. Look at that. 5. I don't know why it's not focusing properly. I think it's when I get my fingers in the way. I want you to see the exquisite beauty of the images without it defocusing. The 6, so that has the sun god Apollo and Diosphorus. The 7, so beautiful. Maybe I've moved these out of the way and it might be trying to focus on the star. The 10. Gorgeous page. Wow, look at that. It's Venus. And then Venus has suns. And then we have our cups. So the cup suit captures the dreamy and ethereal essence of water while maintaining the overarching theme of the deck. The Two of Cups showcases the imagery of the evening and morning star. Cards such as the 7, 8 and Page of Cups feature depictions of auroras and stars. Meanwhile, the 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups and Queen of Cups highlight images of the goddesses Venus and Astarte. So here's our ace. The 2, 3, the 4, five. This card stock is just divine. Look how beautiful that is. The 7. This ascension look. The 8. Nine. Oh, beautiful 10 of Cups. Love that the rainbow is there. We have the Page, the Knight, we have our Queen, and the King. Wow. Is he Poseidon, I wonder? Okay, and then we have our swords. The sword suit is more direct and even somewhat brutal in its imagery. Particularly evident in the 5 of Swords. The standout card of this suit is the Knight of Swords, featuring the depiction of the fallen angel driven by a desire for revenge. So we'll look out for that one. So our ace. Whoops. The 2. So the next one is apparently quite brutal. Oh wow. Looks like he's taking a chunk out of his neck. Wow, performing a backbreaker. Wow, that is quite brutal, isn't it? I perhaps should have said at the beginning as well, a bit too late now, but there is a fair bit of nudity in this deck. Beautiful, look. So this is the fallen angel. Knight of Swords featuring a depiction of the fallen angel driven by a desire for revenge. Such a beautiful deck. And then our final suit is the coins, and this remains grounded in the element whilst incorporating imagery that aligns with the Morningstar and light themes. The Three of Coins features the fates working on the stars adorned in green. The Two of Coins presents an elegant scene with two celestial beings playing with the stars, and the Nine of Coins showcases Aurora smelling a flower. The 10 depicts a celestial being dancing around the sun with a golden ball. So we'll go through each of them. But here's our ace first of all, which is gorgeous. The 2. So this is the fates working on the stars. Here's our 4. The 5. Is that Pandora's box? 6 is beautiful. Focus. You need to see all this imagery. It's gorgeous. The 7. 8. 9. Wow, look at that. That's Aurora smelling a flower. And that's the celestial beings dancing around the sun. Oh wow, look how beautiful that is. Stunning. Trying to get it all in so you can see it without it blurring. Gorgeous. Queen and our king. Wow, what a beautiful deck. It is just as exquisite as the Aphrodite deck. So if you back this on Kickstarter, then you're in for a treat. If you didn't, it's available at Oneness Emporium. And the information, the link directly to this will take you there, and it's in the description of this video. I just want to have a look at this accompanying Majors Only deck that's come, which features Amor's Major Arcana, which is the Son of Venus. It looks like it's much bigger cardstock. I'm not quite sure how to get in. Ah, there we go. Tuck boxes, I tell you. All right. Oh, this is nice as well. Look at this. Again, lovely cardstock. These aren't edged, they have these pink backs, which is lovely. And we have a write-up here telling you about the creators, the graphic designer, etc. 2D images of public domain art of this deck may be used due to the law that talking about United States, Europe and UK. It's for entertainment purposes only. And then we get with original artwork re-edited by Aphrodite can't get my words out, crediting people like Caravaggio, John Simmons, etc. So that's nice, that's double-sided. And then we have our majors only. So we have the Fool, it's beautiful. The Magician. Oh, we have Psychic for our High Priestess. The Empress, look how beautiful this is. This is kind of like an oracle size deck, but again, beautiful cardstock. The Emperor. The Hierophant, more traditional, although the Priestess changed. The Lovers, look at that. Chariot, it's very pink like the Aphrodite decks. Strength, oh, that's gorgeous. The Hermit. We have Fortune for the Wheel of Fortune. Justice. Stillness. Wow, Stillness. They really don't like the Hanged Man card, do they? We have Death. I love this image. Look at this. See, I prefer an image like this rather than a skull. We've got the shadowy figure of Death, and it looks like it's claimed a mortal being and transporting it somewhere, or her somewhere. Beautiful depiction. Temperance. We have the Devil, look at that. The Tower. The Star is gorgeous. The Moon. The Sun. Judgment. And the World. Wow. Personally, I mean, I'm not into majors only decks. I do have a couple. They tend to be ones that are sent to me. I wouldn't buy a majors only deck, and the only reason I say that is just because for me the minors are just as important. You know, life isn't always about the big stuff. Sometimes it's a lot of little stuff that make it a big event. So the minors for me are very important. But this is still a nice deck to have as a companion deck. So, the Venus Morningstar Tarot by Aphrodite Studios 333. Focus on both. I'm losing a battle here. Let me know your thoughts, particularly if you've backed it or you're thinking of getting it. But yeah, it's always a pleasure to review Natasha's decks because they are absolutely exquisite. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And until next time, go in peace. Namaste and blessed be.